Hey guys, welcome back. So if you have not been following up with the series, basically I had to put it on a halt because I lost my foundation. I had zero income at one point, and of course we needed to work on that income again to work on this channel. Basically, this channel is not putting the food on the table, so that is why we needed to focus on that. And yeah, it's been incredibly stressful, but yeah, we have found a job for now. It's unfortunately not a development job because in the market of 2025, it's very hard to find something. We have been applying for like 11 months straight. If you have not been following, now you know. And yeah, the game has changed. So that is something we are going to talk about in this video. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing me making 600 today within 7 years, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me making 600 today within 7 years. All right. Basically, what happened was is that I got laid off somewhere in June. Then I took another summer job, and that summer job I also got fired. And now we found a new job because now we have income again. Basically, the other one was in transition, so there wasn't necessarily a big need for stopping this channel for a while or putting it on halt. But for this one, I didn't have income for maybe like 2.5 weeks straight, and that was pretty concerning. So that is something that we have been working on. I will take a full-time position somewhere close to home, and yeah, that's what we're going to be working on for the income. Now let's talk about the channel. Basically, the channel was about making 600 today within 7 years, but we are currently at the job phase, which means breaking into the tech field. I already have a bachelor, and but it doesn't seem to care about this in this time and day. So that is why we have been doing a lot of experience, making good portfolios, making good resumes, practicing for interviews. But yeah, sometimes in life you can get very unlucky, and this year was been a very unlucky year. I think if I applied in 2024, I already had something by now. Um, well, at least in my country. So yeah, so the game has changed. So if you don't know, I'm going for a front-end engineer position. But yeah, the game has changed, and the reason why is because now they also expect you for the average job to have API integrations, know how full stacks works in the sense of architecture, and CI/CD pipelines, and DevOps, and testing. A couple of them I have no experience, and that is something we need to work on to apply for jobs. Of course, I'm still getting conversation, I'm still getting emails, but I see it's insufficient enough to actually land a job for the long term. So that's something we need to work on. Also, I've decided that I don't want to drive like 50 kilometers just for a job. Rather that 20 minutes, 25 minutes is the maximum distance I want to go. Um, Rather around, but if it's a single trip, I might be fine too if it's a very inconvenient way to go and if it's fully reimbursed. So this is something you can demand in my country. It might be different for your country. So yeah, in the quarter of 4, we were originally going for full stack development, but because we did research and because of these changes for this particular role, we might focus both of them on the same time, but full stack will be on a lower pit and it will be more in the first quarter of 2026. So we are going to work on GitOps. That's the first thing. Then we're gonna work on CI/CD pipelines. It's a little bit similar. Also with Docker, and yeah, let's see how far we get. Also, we're gonna do more with testing. So I am not familiar with testing when it comes to Jest or Playwright or anything like that. So that is definitely a skill that you need to learn right now. So that's something that we're also going to focus on. And we're going to focus on the beginning of DevOps engineering. That means that I'm going to get some certificates. I've chosen Azure as my battle, which is AZ900 and AZ104 or 204. If you don't know what this means, basically it's the way to how to use the cloud environment, how to set up like a SaaS or PaaS, and if it doesn't mean anything like that, those are some terms. So I'm gonna be somewhat of on how to know deploy something like a very novice cloud engineer. So yeah, that is something we are going to work on, and yeah, obviously put that in our portfolio with testing, and let's see how things will end up from there. I will keep applying, and yeah, slowly we will work on full stack development as well. So we'll be working on projects that going to be deployed on yeah, Azure. That is basically what I'm trying to say here. Um, it's probably gonna take a while. We don't have a lot of time left in this quarter, even though it's the most important quarter. And that is because we're gonna start a little bit later in the season. Usually I should start in October 1st, but I'm probably gonna start maybe like 10 October or later. Also, we need to make a planning for it, how we're gonna deal with everything. And this chapter will also close, 2025 will close on the 20th of December. That's when I will take a holiday and just slowly prepare for the next year. And yeah, we'll see from there. So that is something that I wanted to talk about. And I think that, yeah, it has been incredibly hard because I was planning to have more rest in September because I finished my projects early. Unfortunately, I did not get the rest I needed. So everything will be also in a slower pace because I don't want to drain my mood such a way that I don't even want to work on this channel. It's called some kind of boredom, post burnout, especially when it comes to programming. That can happen. So I don't want that to happen to me. So we'll take a slower pace. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is that we're gonna work on a lot of default situation and a lot of default practices, how we can make sure that we are passing the interviews and hopefully land something. I've noticed that the requirements that they're asking that I'm actually at a meteor level, which is concerning because I think I'm still a low intermediate level, which is like a junior plus level and definitely not an entry level position. So I don't know how to deal with that when it comes to my resume, but we'll figure something out, and we will see what happens into the future. So yeah, I'm going to round this video off. Expect the next video to talk about the details, so how everything will go to plan. And yeah, I will see you from there. Welcome back, and I will see you soon.